The XZ3 may look pretty much the same as the XZ2, but there are several subtle enhancements and one very big upgrade. The big upgrade here, well, it's all about the screen, which is now 6 inches and OLED, as well as being curved. Whereas on the XZ2, it's 5.7 inches and with an IPS LCD screen. As ever, Sony promises to leverage its Bravia screen technology to make the viewing experience as enjoyable as possible. And I've always rated Sony's screens, especially their high-end models like this. I can't wait to get this into the studio for testing. Sony reckons that thanks to its OLED screen tech, we'll now get deeper blacks, more vibrancy in the colour reproduction, and overall a more immersive viewing experience. Once we've got this phone into the studio, we can let you know what we think, and we can compare it to the best from Samsung, Huawei, and not to mention Apple of course. So that's the main upgrade, but what about the other changes here for the XZ3? Well, there's been a whole host of small changes to the camera tech. The biggest of these is the new front-facing camera, which should get much better results. All the other changes to the camera tech are subtle and designed just to enhance the experience and make it easier to capture great pictures and videos, not to mention Sony's legendary super slow motion, which we've covered in detail on the channel before. Which reminds me, make sure that you're subbed and hit the notification bell. We'll have some fantastic Sony content just around the corner, plus my Samsung Galaxy Note 9 video is not far off either. But anyway, back to the XZ3. It's expected to hit the UK shores in early October, and pricing should be broadly the same as the XZ2 is now. Does this mean that there'll be some good XZ2 deals just around the corner when the XZ3 comes out? Well, I'd definitely recommend checking on directmobiles.co.uk for more on that. The more I see this display, even here at the booth in Berlin, the more I like it. Sony have done a great job here. This is likely to be one of the very best screens of 2018 and 2019. And for sure, Sony hasn't gone down the notch design route like so many other manufacturers, which I have a feeling that Sony fans will be very pleased about. The bezels are thin enough not to be an issue, and when you consider that both bezels house excellent speakers, one on the top and one on the bottom bezel, it's even more acceptable. This is a very clean looking and modern phone, helped out by the 18:9 aspect ratio. So what's not to like? Well, the fingerprint scanner on the back is in the same location as before, which means it will take a bit of getting used to if you're not coming from the XZ2. You'll have to kind of train your finger to go lower than you'd naturally want, or else you'll be hitting that camera lens all the time. It can be done and you will get used to it, but it takes a while. Also, there's no headphone jack, which I know some people are upset about. That said, you do get IPS68 water and dust resistance, although of course Samsung's Galaxy S9 series manages that whilst keeping the headphone jack in place. One cool feature I like here is that you can tap on the side of the glass to get a one-handed mode, and it's good, it really does work well. And by the way, the glass that you're tapping on is Gorilla Glass 5 on the back and the front, so it should be a very tough device to say the least. So that's our first look at this gorgeous Sony Xperia XZ3 from Berlin. It's obviously a great phone and it takes the fight to any other flagship, and it has to be said, with class. Loving this screen and the ambient flow design language. We have more videos on the way from IFA 2018, so stay tuned. This is Direct Mobiles from IFA 2018 in Berlin. Let me know what you think of Sony's new Xperia XZ3 in the comment section below, and hit that like button if you like this video, and I will see you next time.